Today is one of the greatest honors of my life to be with the class of 2020 on their graduation date from the University of Nebraska. Sometimes through crisis comes opportunity. We are not going to let this virus take away from making this day special. You all have accomplished something great. Think of it this way. You've scored the winning touchdown. You've made the final kill to win a big match. You've scored the winning basket. You hit the walk-off home run. Today is a special day. Both of my kids graduated from the University of Nebraska. It was awesome to be there and watch them go through that. However, the speakers, I don't remember who they were. So today, my goal is to make this day really special, and you will take something away from this talk. And let me just start by saying how special this day is. The only time I ever saw my dad cry was the day I graduated from college. When the chancellor asked me to speak today, at first I'm like, are you kidding me? You want a volleyball coach to talk at graduation? So then I started thinking about it. Why would the chancellor ask me to talk at graduation? So here are some of the reasons I came up with. Well, the first one is I'm a first-gen graduate. Both my parents were in high school when I was born. The thought of college never even came up until a coach took me aside and said, hey, I think you can go to college and do something great. Maybe it's because we bleed Husker. Maybe it's because both my kids graduated from the University of Nebraska and I paid a lot of tuition. I may be called a coach, but I'm still a teacher. Maybe it's because Nebraska volleyball has a 100% graduation rate. Maybe it's because you as freshmen started your first day in Nebraska in Devaney with the chancellor and all the professors in freshman orientation. Or maybe it was because of this story, Jen Sally Amua. She was a Samoan girl I recruited from Chula Vista, California. She was the first person in her family to go to college. It was a big deal. She barely made it in. But the story is this. I promised her and her family, there was over about 50 people when I went to visit her. I promised her that I would be at her graduation when she graduated from the University of Nebraska. Well, in 2006, we were playing for the national championship on the same day as the graduation day. And the night before, I became really sick with a stomach flu. And that morning of graduation and of playing for the national championship in Omaha, I had to get IVs, but I still was going to keep my promise. I got in the back of a car, and Lindsay Peterson, my director of ops, drove me down to graduation. I went through graduation with her, got to congratulate her and her family, and kept my promise and went back to Omaha and coached in the national championship match. Maybe that's why the chancellor wants a volleyball coach to speak today. We have a saying here, there's no place like Nebraska. And I just want you guys to know today, there's a lot of people working really hard to make this day special, even though with all the challenges that we have. So don't forget that. There is no place like Nebraska. I want to give a shout out to the history majors. That was my major. It helped me get through college and into my coaching career. It also allowed me to teach geography, so let's get a shout out to the geography majors. I taught 7th grade geography. It was awesome. It should be in every school in America. And I also want to shout out to the future teachers, because you guys are going to prove what I call the 60% rule. Over the last 20 years, I have studied our rosters. And 60% of our student athletes, a mom or dad was a teacher or a coach. This is so important because when your mom and dad is a teacher or a coach, you grow up learning it's about somebody else besides you. It's about making a difference. It's about giving back. Your parents aren't doing it because they want to make money. They're doing it because they want to make a difference. And I really believe that's one of the reasons Nebraska volleyball has had such a great team culture, because it's about Nebraska volleyball, it's not about one person. So again, because these parents are teachers and coaches, they've had a major impact on our student athletes who have had a major impact on Nebraska volleyball. Today, I also want to share some coaching secrets with you. Let's keep these between you and I. I don't want this to get out in any other schools in the Big Ten. These are our secrets. The first one is the attitude of gratitude. Take this with you. I learned about the importance of this with Chick-fil-A. When our players were camped out to go to the first opening of the Chick-fil-A in Lincoln, I'm like, what is this place? I'd never heard of it. And what I found out is It's one of the most successful franchises in America. And the reason it is because when you go in there, they make you feel appreciated. What do they say? They say, "It's my pleasure." Take that through life. It's my pleasure. Show everybody you come in contact with the attitude of gratitude. It makes a huge difference. The second secret I want to share with you is the longer I coach, the less I know. My first year, we went undefeated and won the national championship. I thought I knew everything about coaching. 20 years later, I learned more in last year about coaching than I did in the previous 19 because I'm open to learning. It makes it fun. You grow on the journey that you're going through with your team, and it also prevents burnout because I'm always learning and trying to get better. The longer I coach, the less I know. Take that with you. The next secret is a great story I used to tell to my 7th grade boys basketball team, the first team I coached. And it was a story about the greatest civilization, and the leaders of this civilization wanted to pass down generation to generation why they were so successful. So they had the smartest guys write it all down, and they got it down to one sentence. And that one sentence was, "There ain't no free lunch. Nobody's going to give you anything. You're going to go out and have to earn it and work for it. There ain't no free lunch." And the next secret, I've studied the most successful coaches and the successful business people, and they all have one thing in common: a team within a team. They surround themselves with a group of people that are going to help them be the best they can be. These are trusted advisors, people they can rely on and go to and seek counsel. I have a team within my team. I encourage you all to surround yourself with a group of people that can help you be the best you can be. And finally, the last secret I want to share with you today is about trust. And this is a story about Danny Mancuso, where we came up with Dream Like a Champion. And Danny Mancuso was a player on our 2006 team from Omaha, Nebraska. And we were getting ready to play Stanford for the national championship. And we were underdogs. And the night before, we showed him the movie Miracle on Ice about the 1980 hockey team. Because we were underdogs, I knew we were going to have that mindset. So that team beat the Russians, who had never lost. So we showed it to him, and at 2:14 in the morning, I get a text from her. It says, "Coach, dream big, dream like a champion." Not only did she send that text to me, she sent it to the entire team. And at that moment, I knew we were going to win, because if she had that much confidence that she could send out that text, I knew our team was going to be in a great place. We went on the next day to beat Stanford in 4 for the national championship. Dream big, dream like a champion. Every day there's 3 questions I ask myself. The first one is, who needs me today? Every day I wake up, somebody's going to need me. I got to figure out who that person is and take care of them. It could be in my family, it could be our team. Somebody needs me every day. The second question I ask myself, if they were hiring a volleyball coach at Nebraska today, would I be doing a good enough job that they would want to hire me? I got to do that every day so I know that I'm getting it done, and they still want me to be the coach at Nebraska. And the third question I ask myself every day is this: would I want to be coached by me? And there's some days I don't do a good enough job. I know my players leave and they don't want to come back. So my goal each day, am I doing a good enough job coaching my team and working with my staff that they want to come back and be coached the next day? I think those 3 questions are really great questions to ask yourself every day, whatever field you're going to go into. And the other thing you're going to have to figure out is, what is your why? Ask yourself, what is your why? What is going to inspire you to be great, to go do great things, and to get up every day and get after it? And I want to tell you a story that kind of illustrates the importance of somebody's why. In 2008, we were playing in the regional finals at Washington. They were seeded number 1. We lose the first 2 games. We come back and win games 3 and 4. We're down 9-3 in the 5th. It's over. Washington's going to win and go to the Final Four. Jordan Larson, after our final timeout, takes over the match. You can YouTube this and watch the comeback. We come back and win 15-13 in the 5th. Jordan wills her team back. And it was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. And then it hit me on what allowed her to be able to do that. And it was about her why. This would have been her senior match, her last match in a Nebraska uniform. Her mom was in the hotel and was too weak and sick from her cancer treatments to be able to make it to the match. Jordan was not going to let her mom miss her final match of her career at Nebraska. And because we came back and won, her mom got to come back and see her finish out her career in the Final Four in Omaha. That's when I learned the importance of somebody's why and how powerful that can be. When you leave today and you flip over your thing and you celebrate with your family, there's 3 bones you need to make sure that you've developed and take with you. The first one is a backbone. Your backbone needs to be strong. You need to be able to stand up to challenges. You need to be able to say no. You need to know what you're about and who you are. The second bone is a wishbone. You need to dream big. I just talked about Jordan. In 8th grade, she's from Husker, Nebraska, a one-stop light town. She told me she was going to win a national championship and be an Olympian. She's accomplished all that. She taught me every person in this state and graduates in Nebraska can dream big. Set your goals high. And the third bone is a funny bone, because whatever you do should be fun, you should have passion, and you should be excited about whatever you're doing each day. So make sure you have those 3 bones when you leave today. And finally, it's an honor and a privilege to be with you today. Go Big Red, and remember this, it's a great day to be a Husker.